If you had the power to make political reforms on a global scale, what would be the first things that you would change regarding the situation of migrants and refugees?
Two answers. The first one is the use of language. We should start using appropriate words in the right way. For example, describing a phenomenon as a phenomenon, not as an emergency. Because of course, if you describe something constantly as an emergency, political system will be inclined to respond with emergency answers. We need structural answer, not emergency ones. So the use of words. Let's try to do an exercise in our mind, not to talk about migrants as migrants, but as strangers. Strangers is a word that, if you think, has completely another sound with respect to illegal migrants and so on. Stranger. You, for me, are strangers. Me, for you, the same. Stranger is someone who deserves curiosity. Migrants, nowadays, is someone to be rejected. So, first of all, for sure, the use of language. And sometimes this is a question that I often receive, and I'm happy because I changed my mind about this question over the years. And the point is, we are citizens. I mean, me, I'm a journalist, I have my role, your students, Roberto and Josiane work to help people in need and try to sensibilize us this morning, people on this issue. We have our duties and our rights. And our duties is to be active in public debate, find the right question to do, to the ones we are voting to decide. So when people tell me, I want to host, what can I do? What should I do? Can I host someone, an unaccompanied minor in my place? I say always, if you want to do, it's up to you. But we are not asked to solve the problem. Politics should do. What we personally decide to do in our place, it's up to us, but we are not asked to be the solution. We are asked to be the ones asking politics the right long-term solution. I don't want a memorandum of understanding just to prevent people coming. I want someone who asks our society, European, not Italian or French, European society, which idea of community we will have in 10, 20 years' time, because they won't stop coming rightly. So how can we manage the phenomenon until it will be called again an emergency, even if it isn't? So we have the duty to ask the politics to talk in a proper way about the phenomenon and to find the proper solution about the phenomenon, not an emergency, which means integration, first of all. How do you think we can integrate people that rightly decided to move from point A to point B?